And the largest prison strike in modern history continues across the United States. So far, at least 20,000 inmates are protesting, calling for an end to what they consider slave labor, prisoner abuse, and overcrowding. RT's Brigida Santos has an update from Los Angeles. Hi, Brigida. So can you tell us which prisons are actually striking in California?
Manila, about 300 inmates have participated, according to state officials, in 2 prisons in California. Back in September, I had reported that inmates were striking at the John Lataraca Correctional Facility, as well as the Merced County Sheriff's Jail. Now, I spoke with an activist back then, and I spoke with her again today. She says that both of those strikes have been suspended as of October 17th, but here's the latest from her. Take a listen.
And these inmates were doing things to the food, clothing, and chemicals for general population inmates. And it had been a problem for a number of years. So inmates were having a problem with having feces, urine, blood, glass, or other, foreign materials put into their food, or not having the proper chemicals to make sure that their their living areas were sanitized properly. It brought to light the plight of prisoners all over our nation. It brought solidarity from all over the world.
Now, as you heard there, the conditions that they are protesting are health and safety issues. They're protesting across the nation about violence, but the main thing that people across the nation are protesting against is what they consider to be slave labor, which is allowed legally under a loophole in the 13th Amendment that states that slavery or involuntary servitude should be banned across the United States, except in cases that are used as punishment to those who have been convicted of a crime, Manila.
Unbelievable to hear stuff like that coming out of California in 2016. What other states are striking?
So state officials in Michigan, South Carolina, and Florida have confirmed prison strikes. Activists have confirmed strikes in places like Virginia, Ohio, and Texas. However, state officials in those 3 states deny claims by activists. And this discrepancy is something that we're seeing across the United States in terms of reporting. Activists say that strikes are taking place. State officials say that they are not taking place. So right now, there is conflicting information. Now, officials have confirmed that 20,000 people are on strike at prisons across the U.S., but advocacy groups for prison rights prisoners' rights say that the number's more like 50,000, and they say that they know this because not only are these advocacy groups coordinating these strikes, but they're also providing contraband cell phones to prisoners so that they can document the uprising as it takes place, Manila.
Wow, thank you so much for filing that report. RT correspondent Brigida Santos out of Los Angeles.
It's impossible to say what a Donald Trump presidency will entail, but if the stock market is any indication, investing in private prisons will be great again. Pharmaceuticals and defense stocks also both saw an increase. Investors are adapting their choices after Trump was declared the winner of the U.S. presidential election. Corrections Corporation S stock surged 60% before paring to 34% Wednesday morning, Bloomberg reported. Geo Group, another private detention facility firm, saw their stocks rise by 18%. The Departments of Justice (DOJ) and Homeland Security (DHS) had both announced plans to move away from the private prison system. The DOJ cited safety concerns in an August press release that explained their plans to transition away from private prisons, while DHS announced they would review use of correctional facilities for detained undocumented immigrants. However, analysts believe Trump's presidency could halt efforts to phase the use of private contractors for federal corrections facilities. Private prisons would likely be a clear winner under Trump, as his administration will likely rescind the DOJ's contract phase-out and ICE capacity to house detainees will come under further stress, analysts at Height Securities LLC told Bloomberg. Big Pharma also saw a boost from Trump's election. Stocks for insulin manufacturer Novo Nordisk rose 6%, according to Fortune. Eli Lilly, another insulin maker, came under fire recently for drastically increasing the prices of their life-saving drugs and also saw a stock price increase of 3.1%. EpiPen manufacturer Mylan also had a good Tuesday night. After months of negative press for the price hike on their medication, along with investigations for possibly defrauding Medicaid, Mylan's stock prices had been low prior to Trump's election. On Wednesday, they opened with an 8% increase in Tel Aviv. Defense and arms suppliers are also having a good day following the presidential election. UK arms supplier BAE Systems and defense electronics firm Thales increased by 3%, the Wall Street Journal reported. Trump's plans for increased military spending could play into the increase, along with Trump's skepticism towards the North Atlantic Treaty Organization (NATO). In a surprising turn of events, gun stocks suffered from the Republican election. Smith & Wesson shares fell 16%, while Sturm Ruger saw their latest drop since February 2014, according to Business Insider. The plunge in weapons stocks could be related to Trump's support for the Second Amendment. During the election, Sturm Ruger saw the demand for guns increase while Clinton was campaigning on expanding gun control laws. However, Trump's opposition to increasing gun control could signal the end of increased demands for guns if there is a decrease in concerns over having them taken away. Read more at http://thefreethoughtproject.com/private-prison-stocks-soar-Trump/#my UU72JIV4CL.99